I still hear her voice, the sharp, dismissive tone that cut through my chest like a blade. You're wasting your life, Mia. Graphic design? That's not a real career. You're just playing with crayons and calling it art. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for you. My mother, my father, my siblings, each one of them told me I was naive, reckless, and destined to fail. They said I was chasing a childish dream, a frivolous obsession that would only bring shame to our family. I was 21 when I decided to leave the safety of their approval behind. I remember standing in that cluttered kitchen, clutching my laptop, fighting back tears as the room filled with their ridicule. They called me irresponsible, said I was throwing my future away on fancy doodles, and made it clear I was an embarrassment. But deep down, I felt something burning, an unshakable conviction that it wasn't over, that I was meant for more. That day, I made the hardest choice of my life. I would chase this dream. No matter how much they mocked me, told myself I'd prove them wrong. I didn't expect it to be easy. I just got promoted at work today. But it's bittersweet. I wish Dad was here to share this moment with me. He'd be so proud. I knew I was diving into a world that didn't value frivolous creativity. But I was determined to. Slowly, I started to get noticed. Small cafes, boutique shops, local events, they all needed fresh, compelling branding. I began transforming their spaces with my designs, turning empty walls into vibrant storytelling canvases. It wasn't much at first, but every success fueled my fire. Years passed, I faced setbacks. The pandemic hit, clients evaporated, self-doubt crept in, but I kept going. I pushed beyond the noise, beyond the family's derision, rooted in authenticity and grit. My work started to ripple outward, gaining recognition beyond my small town. I expanded my reach, working with bigger clients, collaborating on projects that challenged me creatively. And then something extraordinary happened. One day, I was invited to a major conference, an event about sustainable urban development and community revitalization. I was to speak about how design could transform spaces and lives. I agreed, and when I arrived, I saw the city I had once only dreamed of helping. The barren, neglected land where I had started, an ugly, forgotten stretch of concrete, was now a lush, thriving ecosystem. Parks blossomed where derelict buildings once stood. Vibrant murals decorated run-down walls, and community gardens sprouted amidst the urban jungle. It was a living testament to resilience, creativity, and hope. I took the stage, heart pounding. As I spoke about my journey, I looked out at the audience, designers, city planners, community leaders. And then I saw her, my mother sitting in the front row, her eyes wide, her face a mixture of shock and something else I couldn't quite place. My father sat beside her, noticeably silent, watching intently. My siblings looked at each other, unsure whether to sneer or applaud. And then I showed them. I pulled out my laptop, clicked a few images, before and after shots of the transformation. The photos of the neglected lot that had become a lush park. The murals I had designed, now vibrant symbols of community pride. I told them how every line, every color I'd chosen was a piece of my soul, a testament to my perseverance. I described how these designs didn't just beautify. They rebirthed a neighborhood, gave hope, and fostered connection. My mother's jaw tightened, her eyes glistening as if she was trying to hold back tears, or maybe regret. My father looked at me as if he'd seen a ghost, someone he'd dismissed as a foolish child, now standing before him as a testament to resilience. My siblings looked away, their faces a mixture of guilt and awe. In that moment, I knew I had finally won more than just a battle of success. I had confronted their doubts, their ridicule, and had turned those words into fuel for my fire. I had become what they once mocked, a creator who builds something real, something lasting. Afterward, my family approached me, silent at first, then with hesitant words of pride. My mother hugged me, whispering, "I was wrong. Your passion was never foolish. It just took the world a little longer to see it." My father nodded, a rare smile breaking through his usual sternness. My siblings looked at me differently now, no longer mocking, but inspired. That day I realized something profound. Our most painful moments, those that seem to break us, can, if we let them, become the foundation for our greatest triumphs. My family's rejection once threatened to drown me in despair, but I used it as a catalyst. I learned that dreams, no matter how ridiculous they seem, are worth fighting for. That resilience, passion, and unwavering belief in oneself can turn even the harshest judgment into a celebration of growth. Today, I stand not just as a successful graphic designer, but as proof that authenticity and persistence rewrite stories. I've turned barren lands into thriving ecosystems. I've transformed skepticism into respect. And most importantly, I've healed the wounds of my past by proving that the greatest victory lies in staying true to who you are, even when the world dismisses you. Because in the end, success isn't measured by others' approval. It's the quiet, unshakable conviction that you refused to give up on your vision. And that, my friends, is the most powerful design of all.